Lisa Mcleod is someone that is now doing the job that used to be done by 3 people. So it goes without saying, she is not a newly elected or rookie MPP. She's been around for a while. She represents the riding of Nepean, just outside of Ottawa. And she is now Ontario's Minister of Children, of Community and Social Services, and the minister responsible for women's issues. And there were times where we had 3 people do those jobs under the previous government. So where do we start? So the Ministry of Children and Youth Services has now been folded into this one. Community and Social Services has always been around. So this is the ministry that has things like Ontario Works, social assistance programs, the Ontario Disability Supports Program, and a number of programs say that pay for things for people who can't necessarily pay for them themselves. She is someone that in opposition was always prominent.
Feisty.
Yeah, you never had to look too long or too hard to find Lisa. She was very vocal critic of the previous government.
And she was also one of the very prominent MPPs that was touring with the Premier during the campaign when he was highlighting the strength of his bench. So it wasn't surprising that we were going to see her in cabinet.
And I recall that shortly after he became leader, maybe even the next day, he was in a parade.
Yeah.
And there was Lisa Mcleod walking shoulder to shoulder with him. So I think that this is going to be a really interesting portfolio to watch. It is going to be a lot of work, but you never get the sense from Lisa Mcleod that it would be too much or she wouldn't want to. She seems like someone that would embrace the challenge.
Absolutely.
It's almost though that she's almost become the minister for people that be they young people. The Ministry of Children and Youth Services is not one that got a lot of profile or attention or was in the news a lot, but it did meaningful work. Community and Social Services does meaningful work. And as a minister responsible for the status of women or women's issues, that's 52% of the population. So there's a lot of people that are going to be depending on Lisa. I think that as well as being an administrator, as ministers are charged with, she will by necessity be an advocate for children, for women around the cabinet table. There's going to be times when she's going to be looking for funding enhancements, and where she used to be sort of side by side with Vic Fideli, and they still are, Lisa's going to have to really go to bat, especially at a time of, if not quite austerity, then at least expenditure control. I'm really curious to see how this unfolds. This was one of the appointments when cabinet was announced that I said, wow, that's asking one person to do a lot.
That's a lot.
So again, and to those people that are concerned that the cabinet of 21, there's 14 men and 7 women, the Deputy Premier, the Minister of Health, the Attorney General, Lisa Mcleod is the Minister for so many things, the Minister of Education are all women. And I don't think that you need be too concerned that women will be minimized or somehow overlooked in the cabinet decision-making process. I can't see that happening because of the way that it's made out. It's more than just sheer numbers. So Lisa Mcleod, Minister for many things in the Doug Ford government.